A Saudi Arabia student visited by the FBI after using a pressure cooker. Now, America, this is what you call public hysteria. We all understand. Hey, listen, I'm the first to tell you that the Boston bombing was not only outright wrong, it was disgusting, it was horrific, it was coward, it was a cowardful act. Only cowards do something like that. It's a crime of cowards. It was wrong. God rest the soul of those individuals who died or they were injured by this. And Boston will continue to stand. They will forever stand. And shout out to our great Boston listeners and one of the leading members in Fowler Nation, Don, I think that's Don Griffin, and we support Boston. This is not about Boston. This is about what happens when you have police hysteria. Is what I'd like to call it. FBI agents were called to a Michigan student's home, the home of a student in Michigan from Saudi. He's a Saudi Arabian student who lives in Michigan, right? Because he was seen with a pressure cooker. Yes, just because he was seen with a pressure cooker. The FBI agents last Friday were asking were called after his neighbors apparently called in about a bullet-colored pressure cooker. FBI asked this individual, "What's your major? What do you do in your free time?" Etc., 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 etc. The bottom line is what was really going on was this Saudi student was cooking a traditional Saudi Arabian dish called kabasa, which consists of rice, meat, and vegetables, and it can only be cooked in a pressure cooker. And he was bringing it to a friend's party. The agents told him to be more careful about moving around with such things. So because he looks Muslim and he's carrying a pressure cooker to a party, he is now a suspect in a possible terrorist attack. This is what's wrong with public hysteria, is that it causes people to overreact, and it causes people to, in their overreaction, they become xenophobic, they become racist, they become homophobic, etc., 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 etc. This is what needs not to happen. We need to understand that the Boston bombing is an isolated incident, and not every Muslim walking around with a pressure cooker is trying to blow up something. So let's get our facts together, and let's think of each other as citizens and not as Muslims and Christians, all as American citizens and all as American students, or all people that want nothing but to fulfill the American dream, like this Saudi student does.